traumas, constant stress, medications, recreation, drugs, unnatural and processed food, smoking, inadequate oxygen inhalation, impure drinking water, and too many chronic diseases during one individual lifetime. These are something that we have to work on in order to actually get younger instead of getting older. Exotoxins, these are external toxins such as chemicals, environmental pollutions, radiations, heavy metals in soil and water, excess electromagnetic radiations, which we all exposed to it, geopathic stress, which is very, very crucial. I have it in my book. When you receive the book, you can go to the geopathic stress to understand exactly what they can degenerate a human body, and many other environmental aggressions which human body should not constantly be exposed to. The third main cause is, again, chronic inadequate energy flow. So when the cells is starving, so it's not creating any energy. So no adequate energy flow in and out from deficient and intoxicated cells. Nutrients cannot get in, so the cells works with glucose, so they cannot get in. The toxins are trapped in the cells and cannot get out, and that's here to go. The DNA becomes mutated, DNA damaged, and the degeneration, sickness, and aging starts. Aging starts at the DNA level. So human body is an electric device, brain, heart, nervous system, blood, they all work with electromagnetics. So body electromagnetic flow at the gate of the cells must operate properly. So the cells has a gate. This gate works with electromagnetic. If this gate does not open, there is no nutrient can get in, no toxin can get out. The gate is closed. So what works for the gate to open it? Minerals. So the deficiency again talks here. So for opening up the gate of the cells in order to work, to create electromagnetic field, in order to open and close, we need minerals. So, and the energy flow is playing a crucial role in cellular aging when this door, the gate of the cells, is not opening and closing. So the minerals, 62 minerals we need for regeneration. One of the main work of the minerals is the DNA glue. You know the DNA has the helix, it has two polysaccharides, helix, and they have like ladders, like steps between the two helix, right? These are the two long helix, polysaccharides, and the steps are amino acids. So these amino acid steps that the genes are sitting on them are glued to these two, helix. The glues are minerals. So the mineral deficiency is causing DNA to collapse, DNA to be mutated. So that's why it's very important in aging and degeneration to shower the person by minerals in order to get the DNA in a healthy state. The human body cells are naturally programmed to renew and replicate at their own natural cycles on a regular basis in every given moment. So there's no question asked. You never tell your stomach to renew. You never tell red blood cell to renew. You never tell your skin to renew. They do it. They do it as they programmed. So that they have different timing, they have different cycles. Not all the cells in different bodies, in different parts of the body has the same cycle. The stomach has 2 to 9, red blood cell has 4 months, tongue has 10 days, lungs has 8 days, Skin has 14 to 30 days, liver 150 to 500 days, platelets 10 days, white blood cells 1 to 5 days, intestine 2 to 4 days. Actually, intestine depends on which large intestine or a small intestine can go to 8 days as well. Bone 14 days, brain is lifetime, female gamete is lifetime, and sperm 64 days, and the islands are lifetime. So, but then they say lifetime does not mean that they don't regenerate. They regenerate, but in a different way. It's not the same way of regeneration as bones or connective tissues or skins. They have their own way of regeneration, that I have that in a different course. So DNA replication and duplication, which is, when it comes to understanding health, healing, and sickness, it all goes back to DNA. Because sickness and health starts at the DNA level, at the cellular level. The DNA is intact and healthy, it's duplicating a healthy new cells. If it's sick, it's duplicating the same sick cells. Regeneration process never stops. Regeneration process always goes according to its program. But it goes back to the DNA. It's healthy, regenerate healthy new cells. If it's unhealthy, regenerate unhealthy new cells. This is something that there is no question asked. So if the body is constantly renewing itself, why the body is aging instead of getting younger? Body has endowed with an intelligence and wisdom to heal itself at any given moment, as I mentioned. Body knows how to heal itself, when to heal itself, where to heal itself, what is required. Body is a manufacturer of thousands of different medicines within us. You might not know, but you will. That every single medicine that you need for healing, it's manufactured inside your own body, with inside different cells. From neurotransmitters, from hormones, from enzymes, from proteins, everything you need is within. You just give them raw materials, such as nutrients, 92 nutrients. You just cleanse and detoxify the cells. You just bring them in a right state of frequency. It's good to go. You don't need to do anything. The body makes everything. You don't need any additional drugs to give to the body. The body has manufacture of medicine. That's what homeopathy does. Homeopathy brings the body into homeostasis, into a right state of balance, to restore health with food, with nutrients, with detoxifications. So that's what we need. We don't need anything else. So replication is the synthesis of an exact replica of DNA, while duplication is the doubling of the amount of DNA as a result of replication. So this replication and duplication is constantly happening. It's constantly, I'm talking, it's happening, right? And your sleeping is happening. But replication and duplication is on which original document. The original document, if it's sick, the sick comes out. If it's healthy, it's like a printing. You're printing from the original document. So that's why health of the cells is very crucial for the health of the entire body. So you can see the difference between the healthy and unhealthy DNA. So on my left is a healthy DNA. You can see the DNA helix, the two long polysaccharides and the steps of amino acid that the genes are sitting. They're very healthy, intact, but the other one is sick and mutated DNA. You can see the difference between them, even the color is different. So the regeneration goes through the process. If it's a left one, it's gonna duplicate the same as left one. If it's a right one, it's duplicating the same as right one. That's why chronic disease happens with the right one. It's duplicating the sick cells. That's why I call it chronic. So we have to stop it. Okay, I'm gonna have two more slides and then we can go on a break. So unhealthy cell division, as I explained, cells are programmed would divide and duplicate no matter the cellular deficiency, intoxication, and inadequate energy. So the cells, no matter they are deficient, they are intoxicated, and they don't create energy, they always duplicate. When the existing cells are not essentially well nourished and they are starving, when the existing cells are full of toxins or intoxicated, when the cells do not receive adequate energy flow, the DNA of existing cells becomes sick and mutated, which is very normal. Mutated DNA replicate and duplicate the same cells. So the new cells are mutated and sick as the original cell. As I said, the print is going to be the same as the document. Therefore, the new cells are weak, fragile, degenerated, aged, and die quickly. As a result, the whole body ages quickly. The whole body ages quickly. But in healthy cell divisions, when the DNA is intact, existing cells are essentially well nourished with all those 92 nutrients. When the existing cells are free of homotoxins and exotoxins, when the existing cells are receiving a proper and adequate energy for transportation of nutrients in and toxins out, therefore the new cells are healthy, strong, regenerated, renewed, and biologically function properly and do not die quickly. At this point, the body does not age. So exactly that can prove that you can stop the aging process. When the cell's duplication continues in a healthy manner for 12 consecutive months, almost all the healthy body cells are replaced and renewed. As a result, the entire body is renewed and maintained the state of health. This is the process of natural regeneration and longevity. So again, it's the same thing and as explained it. It's the same slides. And so when it comes to energy aspect of it, as I explained to you, the whole body, including the cells, they're working with electromagnetics. So that's why we have to, when we understand the field of electromagnetic of the body, it's easily you can reverse, stop the aging or degeneration process. So, biological causes of regeneration, the summary is, again, it goes back to the summarizing, is deficiency, is intoxication, is energy balance at the cellular level, and also at the physiological level, hormonal and endocrine system malfunction, the body pH that becomes more acidic, that we have to bring it in neutral level, chronic catabolic metabolism, as I earlier mentioned, and internal systemic dehydration, which is very crucial. Our body is 75% water. So if you live in a dehydration state, aging is a must. Aging is for sure. So hydration is very crucial if you want to regenerate and bring the body out of degeneration. And also internal systemic and cellular oxidation, which is, again, goes back to the homotoxins. So detoxification and drainage is something that all of us we have to do, especially when we get sick. And especially when we have some medications. This is something that we have to, otherwise, no matter what, not this year, not next year, we are stepping into degeneration and aging. Okay, I think I'm going to stop at the anatomical aspect of degeneration. We're going to take some break.
Okay, doctor.
Anabolik sama katabolik itu apa bedanya? Jadi ada hubungannya dengan lemak. Hah? Iya, maksudnya apa?